Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I am pre recording this one today so that we can be sure to get it up at noon. So today, I'm just going to try to ease us into the weekend, y'all. There's a lot going on. Um, Rubber is still meeting road. I feel like we got some tires burning out. I feel like we have a lot that we're just like, I don't understand. I don't really believe. Like, if you're finding yourself not believing all the hype, or you're not believing what people are telling you fully because we've been burned before by it, and that could be personal or global, then you're right on time. So let's play the intro and then let's get to the chart and the cards. Let's go. Welcome back. Welcome. My name is Dr. Lisa Brewer, and this is Heart of Inspiration. Here at this channel, we help you lead a whole and healed, peaceful, and prosperous life. And you've tuned in to the Lunchtime Energy Report. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for the support. If you like this content, please give me a like. It doesn't hurt you. It's free 99 to hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribed and do share this with folks, because I do bring a different perspective to the yard. Okay, bring a different perspective to some things that are going on, and I try to make it where it makes sense to everybody. And I need to put this up here today. Everything stated in this video is opinion, interpretation, and or conjecture. Now I had to say that right. uh the only factual statements are those of the panelists, personal experiences, the panelists being me today. Let's get right into the chart, shall we? Okay, here we go, and we're going to look at the chart. um okay, I don't want to crop, I just want to, there we go. All right. This, again, you guys are going to notice something that, in the astrological transit charts, you do find, right, that things day to day on a lot of ways don't change a lot. You're going to pick up that there's certain, I'm sure you've already picked it up. We've been doing this for a couple weeks straight now, weekdays. Every weekday at the noon hour here central, roughly, we are going to be doing this. So the moon moves through each sign roughly. So we have 12 zodiac, we have a 28-day cycle. So it takes about 2.5 days to move through each sign. Some days you'll find it seems like it hangs out in those signs a little longer than others, sometimes, but 2.5 day cycle through each sign, roughly. So yesterday the moon was in the middle of Sagittarius. About this afternoon, it'll be moving into Capricorn, which means we're going to begin for the next couple of days to be looking to make some sense out of what's going on. We're going to be looking for some stability. There's going to be a lot of posturing between different countries all around the globe. We're beginning to see that now. Um, but I do feel like that there's going to be a grave desire on a personal level for the individual to find some relief. And but I also see a lot of governmental change happening, structural changes. All right, and how we feel about those structural changes on a lot of different levels, economically, politically, energetically, in the way of like health and things like that. Sorry, gang. We're gonna be like really kind of trying to see and figure out what are the secrets that are being withheld from us. How do we really feel about it? There's a lot of assessing going on. We don't talk about this a lot, but This south node in Scorpio, north node in Taurus axis, this is going to be going on for the next 16 months, roughly 17. What that means is the south node is like your default, okay? And this is to the moon. This is like these are evolutionary points that are calculated in the charts. The south node is where you kind of came into this with, like the characteristics that you default to on a regular basis. And this is of the moon. Now these axes move. The moon's it moves, right? It's set in your natal chart, but it moves in the moon transits, the lunar transits. This means that for the next year or so, our default status for our emotions is going to be, I need to investigate this because this don't make no darn sense. I hear you, I feel you, but if you're beginning to get to this point where you're just like, this, some in my gut is telling me that I have been potentially bamboozled. And probably almost every area of your life, that potentially I've been bamboozled, hoodwinked. That's because that's the default space. That's the default energy that you're going back to. This Taurian North node means that where you're evolving to, right? And just so in your own natal chart, and I'll probably put up the ability for you to guys get your natal charts read soon. The default for the moon now for all of us as a collective over the next year or so is, not only do I feel like I've been bamboozled, but guess what? It's time for me to take it all back. What do I have? Assessing what I've got around me, assessing what my future could potentially be, what I want to have. Like that's where you're going to, your evolutionary point. Going from leaning on other people's resources, which is not always a bad thing, like loans and things like that, business loans, whatever. That's other people's resources. It's okay. But moving from leaning on other people's resources to having your own resources. So purchasing precious metals and gems, purchasing crypto and having a separate like wallet that you have your own, like you have your own hard drive. So it's not out there on the cloud, you have your own. I have. What do you have? Okay. So I want you to just think about that in the perspective of everything that's playing out. If you're just like, listen, you've been telling me this story for about 50 years. I'm not trying to hear it no more. Right? That's where we're at. Okay, with that. That's where we're at. Now, take that. We've seen a lot of what they call saber rattling while the moon's been in these last couple of days. It doesn't surprise me that certain events across the world have happened, aka the Russia invasion. I use that term, invasion of the Ukraine. Then over here, talking about cyber attacking Russia. This is me personally. I don't think that's a game we want to get into because that ain't been a game historically in recent history we've won. Now you can take that for what it's worth, but I'm gonna need you to put your thinking cap on, and I want you to think about what that really means. What you're basically saying, and see, we can see that right here with Mercury coming in hot in Aquarius up behind Saturn, and that squaring Uranus. So in other words, countries are now saying, okay, well, maybe I don't want to go nuclear, but I'm gonna f your technology up. Aquarius is the sign of technology. Saturn in Aquarius governs technology. It's asking you in a more measured way to adopt new technology. And, some people now, okay, this just literally came to me. This Mercury coming up behind Saturn tells me that there's a lot of cyber spying that's going on, surveillance. I would watch, if I were you, watch how well, if you've been noticing more spamming, more, I've noticed there's been some other virus threats that my virus protector has been alerting me to. So this is like surveillance. This is surveillance technology. This is monitoring your every move, monitoring your bank account, monitoring your conversations, monitoring your text messages. So this is like individual slash collective. So watch out for that. And this would tell me that there's a potentiality, a strong potentiality for a cyber attack, or at least the threat of, or at least some of these fools is thinking about that. That's probably not the best thing to do. Personally, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. Okay? Take it or leave it. But I just want you to think about that before we go to hooping and hollering about what needs to be done. I'm gonna take that over to Rumble. Also, what we've got going on here at this point is, right. So the faster moving planets, being the moon, because you're right. The sun moves faster through the chart. Mercury moves faster, Mars and Venus. So the personal planets, the sun, the moon, Mercury, Mars, and Venus are your personal planets. And when you take my course, you understand a little bit more about that. But the personal planets, you'll notice on a day-to-day basis on our charts, are going to change. So how things affect you personally as they're going on globally, or in the quote unquote mundane, that's what in astrology is called mundane. Mundane planets, or world planets, or world astrology, are going to, generational kind of situations, are going to be your Pluto, just generational. Neptune is a generational planet. Uranus is a generational planet. And Jupiter and Saturn are not generational. In other words, like, you'll have people that over the span of like a 10, 20 year, whatever time period, may have Pluto in the same house, or Neptune in the same house, or Uranus in the same house, because it takes so long for it to make its transit around the sun. However, Jupiter and Saturn typically take a little over a year to kind of like, 13 to 18-ish, couple years. They get around pretty quick around the wheel. So you have a little less of a, it's not generational. In other words, like, they'll stay in a sign for a year to 2 years, right? So you get some more quicker transitions, but they'll be long lasting. Like the Saturnian transition we're in right now is going to last for the next 20 years, right? Because it takes about 20 plus years for it to get around the sun. Now, why do I say all that? Why am I saying all that? Because, see, we're seeing like metaverse, and we're seeing all these advances in this like virtual reality, and cryptocurrency, and all these things, and how conflict on a global collective scale is waged, right? It's much more, oh, I'm a cyber attack you, rather than I'm gonna drop the nuclear bomb. Okay, so you need to pay attention to that. And I want you to pay attention to how things are changing even in your job, right? So this Uranus and Taurus. More of us are working from home. More of us are doing the great, what is it, great resignation, or we're preparing to do the great resignation, taking advantage of technologies, and all of that. So in the midst of even all this garbage that's going on, I want you to think about, this is actually a good time for you to seriously consider it. And with the sun coming up alongside of Jupiter here pretty quick, on a personal scale, personal side, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm going to have to make some changes. I got to do something quick, because this monkey mess, this ain't happening. I can't do this. I can't roll like this. Right. And that is still sextiling this change, right, in Uranus. This up here, this whole spying, cyber attack, it's squaring off this Uranus energy. And, on an individual basis, you wanting to take advantage of technology and have your voice heard and have your thoughts heard. I've just been seeing a lot of like, you're gonna hear my truth going on a lot of exposing of people I've seen a lot of lately, um, on be they, kind of like social media people or social media celebrities, if you will, or celebrities. Seeing a lot of that. Um, I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but there's been a lot of people that have been celebrity types that have been passing away lately. A lot. I think that has a lot to do with this Plutonian Mars Venetian, like the energies that we have, and potentially even in your own personal lives. And if so, I'm very sorry for your losses. But I'm seeing like I feel like there's a generation that's kind of like leaving the earth. This one's deep, guys, today. I'm so sorry. Usually I try to make it like lighter. I just don't have that. That's not what I'm seeing. So I can't tell you a lot of light energy, like lightweight. Um, I can tell you that we're entering into we have entered into the zone of dramatic, rapid, long lasting change, transformation, and it's been a long time coming, but it's here. It's really here. So uh watch your P's and Q's. This energy here, as well as sextiling Neptune. I want you to what because and the moon is going to be sextiling Neptune very shortly. I'm telling you, everything is not as what it seems in your personal life as well as globally. That you're going to see that you're going to know secrets. You're going to see hidden things. For some of you, it's going to be waking up to more of an understanding and understanding of spirituality and who you are as a divine being and how you actually do create your own world. And for others, it's going to be, God dang it, they done pulled the wool over my eyes for so long. I can't believe I fell for it. But it's okay, baby. You'll be seeing clearly. So don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. Let's pull a sacred creator card. I don't want to pull one of them other cards. How can we use this energy to for our benefit today? How can we use this energy for our benefit today? I did not get over and make a rumble yesterday. I promise I will today. I have a much lighter day today. But yesterday y'all, I don't know about y'all, but my stomach was bothering me at some point. My head was bothering me at some point. I felt like I was just ugh. Anyway, here we go. Cut the cords of doubt. Cut the cords of doubt. Let's read up on that really quick, and then we're going to let y'all go. Cut the cords of doubt. Thanks, guys, for being here. I so very much appreciate it, and we'll be back on a little bit later on tonight. I'm going to hang out with my family a little bit too, though, y'all. Okay, here we go. Doubt can taint the most beautiful of circumstance or change a trajectory by keeping it unnaturally constrained. It can be an incessant tether, and it may be getting in the way of something you have been thinking about doing. This card is a wonderful sign to take a risk on your brilliance. It assures a journey of success and freedom, and it whispers of pure potential when you embrace your true nature. Your desire, your essence, is like a phoenix rising from the constraints of its old form, or like an angel rising up to the heavens. When you let go of your anchors and are unbound by the gravity of fear, you will easily see which shackles, habits, or beliefs need to be released first. What is weighing you down, Creator Love? It's time to let go and release sadness or anger, guilt or shame, and to exhale doubt and inhale love. Spread your wings and glide home, because the whole of the universe supports this radiant rising of your spectacular spirit. Rise up like the phoenix that you are. Don't let this get you down. See things, know things, and when you see it, and you see it for real with clarity, all I can say is go for it. All I can say is be glad that you see it for what it is and then move accordingly. All right, guys, I'm considering doing a weekend, but you guys will see me a little bit later on. And again, I promise you this afternoon, I will get over there on the rumbles of it all and start posting some information. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys. Namaste. Bye-bye.